Hey gang, how about some stuffed peppers tonight? I got somebody a while back wanting it was a request, making some stuffed green bell peppers. Well, anyway, I couldn't find any green peppers. I found some, but they were all shriveled up. So I got some red ones. Red ones are gooder. Anyway, what you see first, I got just a little bit of oil down in that cast iron pan. I got some onion. I got one little medium-sized onion I've cut up. We're going to throw it in there and get a little color on it. A little bit of color. Let me get my spatula. We'll get them wilted down for a couple minutes. That pan's a little too high. Let's turn it down. That medium low. Just get a little translucent, little color, little caramelization. Now we'll just leave them alone. Now what you see here, I'll be working on in a minute, is about a half a pound of hamburger meat and a half a pound of breakfast sausage, country sausage. That's what we're going to use for our stuffing. So let's let our onions sweat up a minute or two. And let's get to work on. Let's see if I can get this camera in a position that I can not get in the way. Alright, like I said, it's a half a pound of hamburger meat, half a pound of breakfast sausage. Let's throw some pepper in here. Now use any kind of, well, the thing about stuffed peppers, you can put anything you want inside of them. Anything you like. Use the ingredients that you like. There was some pepper. Let's throw in some Italian seasoning. How about that? Yes, sir. Looks good to me. Throw in just a little bit of salt if I can find it. Not a whole lot. Because that sausage is going to have salt in there. Something like that. Now make sure your hands are clean. Let's just get in there. Get that hamburger meat and that sausage to know each other. Might be zoomed in a little too close. I don't know. So let me get that mixed in together, and since you're watching that, and we'll be back in a minute. Hang on. Alright, so those onions have been sweating down for a little while. Let's put some garlic powder in there with it. How about that? Make it gooder. What do you think it makes that gooder? I guarantee it makes it gooder. That's right. Get them onions and that garlic powder to know each other. The onions are just about exactly where I want them at. We got our hamburger meat and our sausage all married up over there in that bowl with salt and pepper and Italian seasoning. Boy, that smells good. Smells good right there. So let's go ahead and just dump it in there. That big ball. Get it in there. That's right. Turn the heat up a little bit. Get that cooking in there. It's going to break it up. Cook it up in there with them onions. Garlic powder, that's right. Alright, let's give it a few minutes, guys. Hang on. Alright, guys, I've been letting that little concoction there cook up for a few minutes, and I just drained off most of the fat. So what we're going to do now, besides make a mess, we're going to add in some of these diced tomatoes. I drained off a lot of the juice. Just put the whole can in there. What was that, 14-ounce can? Now we're going to add in some, I've cooked some rice earlier. Fluffed up a little rice. That's a cup of rice. I don't know if I'll use the whole cup or not. Let's try that first. Now let's get all that to know each other. I got the heat turned down to, well, it's on low. That's a lot of stuffing. I've only got 2 peppers, everybody. But I'll save that stuffing for something else. Let's get that to know each other. Something like that. Let's hit it with a couple good squirts of this Winchester sauce. Westchester sauce. Whatever the hell. Let's give that a good stirring up. Worcestershire sauce. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy, that's a lot of stuffing for my 2 little peppers. Now, I'll just kind of pat that down. So it's a lid on it. I think it's plenty of rice. Need to wash this lid. But anyway, just throw this lid on here. Then we're going to start on the peppers. Hang on. All right, guys and girls, our concoction filling over here is doing pretty good. I've already cleaned out 1 red bell. What you do, it's easy to do. I see people after they chop the top off, they get a knife and get in there. Just get you a big spoon. Just go around, just like that right there. See it right there? And just cut it with your big spoon, just like that right there, and just dig it out. Dig it out and throw it away. Throw that core away. And then just scrape out whatever little seeds are left. And get out that white stuff. Just like that. Booyah. Look at there. That's easy. Just use a spoon. Alright, now. Over here is our stuffing. Let's go ahead and turn it off. I've been letting it cook on about medium heat for about 10 minutes. So everybody's got to know each other pretty good up in there. That's right. Now I went back and re-seasoned it. It needs a little bit more salt. So I'll put some more salt in it. Now it's kind of spot on. Get our lighting back over here a little closer. Now, I'm just going to fill up these red bells with a stuffing mix here. You guys see what I'm doing? Something like that. Now look at that. Look how pretty that is. Make sure they stand up. Just fill it. I'd say about almost to the top, because we're going to put some cheese on it in a little while. Something like that. Lay your spoon off to the side. So there we go. We got 2 stuffed bell peppers. Let's take this cast iron heat off the front burner. What we're going to do is we're going to stick them in this little bitty tinfoil pan here. We'll just sit it right there. Now we're going to need some liquid in there to help steam those bell peppers. You can use some water, but I'm going to put just a little bit of beer in there. Just enough to cover the bottom, something like that. Not much. A couple tablespoons. And we're just going to set them bad boys in there just like that. Now I've got my oven heated to 350 degrees. So I've got to move the tripod to put them in the oven. So we'll be back in about 30 minutes first. Maybe to put some cheese on it. We'll cook these probably about 45 minutes. So hang on, guys. We'll be back. Hey, gang. Hey, everybody. It's been half an hour. I pulled them out of the oven. Now I'm setting my oven up to broil because we're going to throw some cheese on the top of these bad boys here. Yeah. I got some shredded cheddar. Yeah, buddy. Use my other hand. Get out of y'all's guys' way there. Something like that. And that's going to melt all up in this business right there. A little bit more right there. A little bit more right there. Now, I got a few breadcrumbs. I've never used breadcrumbs before on this, but I thought, well, hell, let's throw some breadcrumbs up in this business too. See what that does. Might not turn out too good, but we're going to try it anyway. Give it a little bit more color. Maybe a little more color. You never know. I opened the oven. A few minutes or a minute or two ago, and all you could smell was beer. All that beer I put up in there. So anyway, I'm gonna throw it back in the oven under the broiler just for a couple of minutes, and then when it gets all melted down, we'll be back. So see you in a minute. All right, gang, there we have it. Well, I'll tell you, you gotta watch that broiler. It's something that will burn your food real quick. Those breadcrumbs got black pretty fast, but the cheese melted and everything's good. I even cooked up the heads off those bell peppers. So I tell you what, let's take one of them off here. I've been letting it cool off. I've been letting them cool off for about 10 minutes, so I wouldn't burn my mouth hole, you know. So now we're going to tear in one of them bad boys. Oh, this way, right there. A little dark in here, I know it, but let's see if we can get. There we go. All right, I got me a fork. Let's just, I don't know, let's just tear into it. Yeah, that bell pepper's fork tender. That's what you want to have there. Let's just tear into it, make a mess. Get that stuff coming out of there. Look at that cheese. Yes, sir. That's what you want right there. Now, let's cut that off there. Let's get us a big bite of it. This is going to be a mess. It's still pretty warm. Let's cut that in half. That's a big bite. Now, let's get some of that stuffing. I've been eating that stuffing off camera, and that stuff is good, I'm telling you right now. About as simple as you can do. Now, let's go. Good gracious. Mr. Bubba 2300, thank you very much for the recommendation. He wanted me to cook some stuffed green peppers, but like I said, the green peppers looked awful, but these reds look pretty good. That's good stuff, guys. No kidding. As always, thanks for watching. And cheers. And thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks again, Mr. Bubba 2300. It's not green peppers, but it's still a stuffed bell pepper. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.